It is 4 minutes past 7 this evening. This is Community People, my Wednesday edition. I'm delighted. I've got a chap back again who I feel like's a bit of a friend, and that is, his name is Clifford Storr. Now, I don't know if you heard the story we had back in October last year. Let me just say, Cliff, can you hear me okay? No good nodding, mate. Yeah?
Oh, yes, sorry.
This is not television. And he's come with Mike. Mike is his brother-in-law. Brother-in-law. Can you hear me all right, Mike?
Yeah, very fine.
Okay, matey. And behind me is a chap called Jay, who is got a grandson, I think. Right, let's have a little chat with these. Well, we'll start with you, Cliff. Let me just give you a quick rundown of where we were before, as I recall. Lancaster, flight lieutenant, weren't you?
Correct.
Yeah, and I've forgotten what your title was now.
Flight Lieutenant Navigator.
Navigator, wasn't it? That's it. Let me turn your mic up a little bit so I can hear you a bit better. And I think the last time we talked back in October, we'd gone through a whole range of how you got into that as a young 17-year-old, and either when you come from up north, as I recall, you either went down the pits, or in your case, you got a scholarship, I think, didn't you?
That's correct.
Yeah, and then ultimately ended up, on Lancasters.
Yes, I had to pass a strict exam to train as a navigator.
That's it. Yeah, I remember that. And then we talked about some of the the sorties that you did, and 50 or so, as I seem to recall.
50 bombing trips.
50 bombing trips on the first bit.
50 over 2 tours.
Over 2 tours, right? Okay. And then I think I seem to recall you telling us. You crashed, well, you didn't crash, but the plane crashed one night, didn't it? And you all got away except for one person, unfortunately, the rear gunner, wasn't it?
The rear gunner was killed, yes.
He was killed. Yeah. But other than that, you showed me the scar on the head. You got through all of those with just a bit of shrapnel, wasn't it?
That's right.
Yeah. So we left it, I think, you went to Lincolnshire, didn't you, as part of the squadron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, when I qualified as a navigator, I was posted to 100th Squadron in Lincolnshire, and I was full of enthusiasm. We were going to show them.
Yeah.
But after I'd done about 3 bombing raids, I realised I'd need quite a lot of luck to survive this. The
war.
Of this tour. The losses in 1943 for the first tour were very heavy. Obviously, the prime target was Berlin.
Yeah.
And I was sent to Berlin 8 times, and it was really heavily defended. The Germans were really good. There was a saying that the road to Berlin is paved with good intentions and crashed Lancasters.
Yeah, because I'm assuming, obviously, anyone bombing from, say, Germany to here would fly from France, wouldn't they? So pretty much they're going to meet flak, etc., as soon as they come over here. But you're going to get flak all the way, aren't you? From once you cross.
Yes, the night fighters were more efficient than the flak.
Right.
The German night fighters were particularly good.
And they were faster, presumably.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We were lumbering along.
Yeah, yeah.
They were full speed.
And because, well, obviously, stating the obvious, I know, providing you didn't get hit on the way there, there's a good chance you're going to cop it on the way back as well, isn't there?
That's true.
Yeah.
In fact, they knew, by the time you were on the way back, they knew where you were.
They knew where you were, yeah. So, we chatted. We were chatting briefly off air just now, didn't we? About Dresden. Was this part of the Dresden
yes,
run or not?
Can I say that I despite the odds, I completed the first tour and was posted to training command as an instructor for new navigators. But after a while, the discipline was very strict on the training command, whereas on the squadron, as long as you were there to fly when you were required, you could virtually do what you want.
liked, yeah.
So I resented the discipline, and I missed the comradeship of the squadrons or the members of the crew. You know, my own crew.
But of course, the risks are not there, are they, when you're training? I suppose.
Oh, yeah. On the second tour, the losses at times were still high, but there had been improvements in navigational aids, and the raids were much more successful. We had various things called H2S and windows. I won't trouble you as to exactly what they were,
Right.
but instead of and Pathfinder squadrons, so that instead of individual navigators having to find targets, the targets were marked by mosquitoes flowing very low and fast, who marked them with flares, and we bombed the flares.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
Dresden, yes. Towards the end of the second tour, we were listening to the briefing officer, and he said, "Oh, the target tonight is Dresden." He said, "This is the result of a request by Stalin in Russia that this place, the Germans are using it to supply their forces fighting the Russians."
I see. Okay.
Russia. The war between Russia
and Germany.
Germany. As it happened, to us it was just another raid. It turned out that it was deep in the heart of
It's a long way away, isn't it? Yeah.
It was a town that was predominantly wooden houses, and we, as usual, were laden with high explosives and incendiaries, and the result was a really inferno of fire by the time we finished bombing Dresden. But to us, it was still one more raid. But in the next couple of days, much to our astonishment, the part of the media condemned us and said we shouldn't be beastly to the Germans. And I thought, what about them? What about them bombing the East End
and Coventry and
Warsaw and Stalin?
Yeah.
But be it as it may. Anyway, luckily I also finished the second tour, and it was back to training wing again.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, what stage of the war are we at now then with Dresden?
We're about 1945 now, early 1945.
So still a way to go yet. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. A couple of other things I want to... Well, there's loads of things I want to ask you, actually. I'll tell you what, let me play a little bit of music. I don't suppose you're into status quo, are you?
Anything.
Let's see if you like this. This is a nice, gentle song for you.